I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
As far as Pappy and Vaughn, I can guarantee if they both had a chance to steer and let time fly and then get to be in front of you and get to talk to you and everything, I believe as far as Vaughn, he would have been more mature at that time, and then he would have talked about that. Y'all would have came to a mutual understanding and everything. And as far as Pappy, it may be potentially a chance he would have signed to you.
Right.
And also cleared up if he wore bandanas because of you.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. So his manager told you that part?
His manager was chopping with my manager, so when he got the phone with him, he told me that.
Oh,
so
okay.
This ain't no, and that's KP the manager. So this not no. Oh, his homie told me that, or his brother. It's like no, they was him. My manager was on the phone constantly after his death, and they was talking, and he told him, like, man, you know he said this. I'm like, no, I didn't know that. So that's where that come from. This ain't no. Pappy got that from me. He would never wear no bandana if it was me. It's like, no, I'm flattered by the shit. So it's like, you know.
Okay.
Like, yeah, fuck with them.
Yeah,
because whoever is ever offended by that shit, they looking at it in the total wrong way. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I wore bandanas because I was watching the Hot Boys, Lil Wayne and Juvenile and BG and them as a kid.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, so that's what me, Montana with bandanas, that's where that shit come from. So it's not like, no, I'm the original of this or blah, 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 no type of shit. Like, no, I fuck with Pappy all the way 100. And his brothers know that too. This ain't no, I'm trying to get clout off him, or I want people to think, you know, I'm above him or some type of shit like that. Like, no, a lot of us inspired by, you know, a lot of others that came before us, shit like that. So.
Okay, well, yeah. Because despite that statement, his brother never once got offended by that. So it was only his friends. But thanks for making that clear. It was just management.
That's all good.
All right, now for the most important questions of all, and this is where everybody can chop in at and just let me know if you're aware. And this is TCW feedback. Now, I got some dilemma questions and I got the real questions here, but this is just from feedback from me, just so I can understand myself a little bit. Are you aware of the interviews that I've done in the past, outside the ones that I tagged you in?
Me, I'm not.
Okay. Well, with me in interviews and everything, I don't really try to just reach out to everybody who has a high substantial name. I really don't care. I really could care less about that. It's really just about if you want to do this or not. Right. Chop it up with you.
Gotcha.
And I've been told from people who've been in the same who's in the same level of status that you are, that when I interview people, sometimes I can't interview quote unquote anybody, and that's because it's like I should be trying to aim for a certain goal or higher targeted range of people to sit down with. And
right.
I question myself from time to time and everything about it, but that's just for what one artist has told me.
Right.
From your standpoint, as far as me, when I choose out interviews, and I'm asking you this because you're someone who can look from all angles, of course. Right. When it comes down to me interviewing people, should I only look for a certain level of who to sit down with, just so I can learn by myself?
I don't really know your whole tactic, but all I'm gonna say is just genuinely be you, bro. Whatever you scout out, whoever you feel like I would like to sit down with, or the people would like to see me sitting down with, that's who you should sit down with. Because I do this with producers. Motherfucker be, hey bro, I produce, I make music, I made beats for such and such, and they get the name. I say, hey, bro, that name shit don't work with me. If your shit hot, bro, it's hot. I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna pick Zaytoven over you just because his name is fucking Zaytoven. I'm not finna, pick Metro Boomin because, like, bro, that shit was just better than the shit Metro just played. I'm gonna be fucking fair to you. I'm not finna go pick my son B because that's my son. No, in this moment, I'm gonna be fucking fair as any ref is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be, I'm biased because this producer from Chicago and he from Arizona. I'm gonna pick Chicago. It's like, no, bro, I'm listening to the fucking beat. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's how I'm gonna be. So however whatever your process, if it's genuinely, in your heart, whether you feel like they need a break or it ain't big enough, or it's like, maybe somebody, I could see if somebody was reaching out to you and they wasn't big enough, and it's like, I'm not even hearing you, I'm not even checking for you, know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. But if you feel like, I check their music out, I fuck with them, shit, let's bring them on the show. Like, those things will always be good to do because it gives people, it gives the little people, whoever they consider little people, not having too many followers, not having a big platform, it give them hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he showed love to this dude and he only had 5,000 followers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, then that's when motherfuckers just start knowing about it. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense, you probably don't know this, but you might be that soldier boy for the Chief Keef, the next Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, when I went on your motherfucking interview, that's when motherfuckers started clicking on my name. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like, you know, and when something is a true blessing and it's from the heart, it ain't about you owe me this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what you want to do to people. That's why some people get an interview and, hey man, this artist ungrateful, this artist ungrateful, this artist ungrateful, because I put them all on the track before and they blew up. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people do that. It's like, no, bro, I was hoping you blow up when I did the track with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, yo, I don't need you getting on every interview telling me, hey man, I just want to say, without Montana 300, none of this would be possible. That's not gonna make me feel bad at the end of the fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Whether you mention me or not, me and you both know what the fuck went on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I did. It's like, bro, go shine, bro. Be bigger than life. You know, I have no problem. Even if you go and be bigger than me one day, I ain't gonna be told, hey nigga, you ungrateful. Because I ain't heard from you since you blew up. You know what I'm saying? You must have forgot what the fuck I did. You forgot where you come from. You come from me because we sat down or did a song together before. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, nigga, I'm not your dad. I don't own you. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that shit. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, though, man. I would just say that, like, just genuinely be you. Don't start acting Hollywood. If people think, oh, you should start acting Hollywood. Well, oh, man, you come talk to me, you gotta have at least, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have at least 40K views. You know what I'm saying? I remember WorldStar did that shit to me back in the day. I dropped when Derrick Rose won MVP. 2011, I dropped a song called Derrick Rose MVP song. And I dropped the video, and it was like doing some little numbers for me and stuff. And I had sent it to WorldStar. And they're like, yeah, to get on here, you gotta have 40,000 views. I'm like, damn. They had like 18,000 some of the time. I'm like, all right, just send it back when I get there. You know what I'm saying? So later on, I'm grinding, I'm working. That video get up to 40,000. I send that bitch again. They like, oh, yeah, now you gotta have 80,000 to get on here. So I'm like, damn, it's been a while, so maybe that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Get up to 80,000, I send it again. I don't get a response back. You know what I'm saying? So years and years go by. Now I'm blowing up. You know, Chirac, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I get a call like 2017, like, yo, some dude named, I think his name was Jay. He like, this Jay over WorldStar. He said, I just want to personally call you. I don't even know how you got my number. He said, I just want to personally call you and apologize, you know, to you. He said, for over the years, you know, he said we had a lot of like artists, like Chicago artists, telling us shit like your views was fake, and you know they don't fuck with you, and telling us not to fuck with you. He said, I'm not saying no names, but it was multiple of them. He said, but when we just did this, I guess he said some type of sweep on the internet where they found out who had fake Instagram followers and all this other type of shit, fake YouTube views. I guess they did some like sweep thing where it exposed that and took everybody's shit down to where it's supposed to be. They said, man, you one of the only few artists who your shit all checked out as legit, you know? He said, so me and I think he said Jello or somebody else that was over there, Gio, some shit like that. He said, we looked at each other like, yo, maybe motherfuckers was just hating on dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you think? You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, I just want to tell you, man, whatever you got, man, just send it my way, man. I'll post it, man. I got you. I just want to give you a personal apology. You know, and I'm like, man, that's real. That's what's up.
And that's some shit.
And I started sending my shit. They was posting my shit. But I think dude don't even work over there at WorldStar no more. I think he left the company and some shit. But yeah, that's how that went. But you know, you got certain motherfuckers that's like, you know, when they feel you coming, it's like, man, we gotta put some negative shit out there about them. Say something. No, I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I done had motherfuckers sit down with rappers, you know, that was bigger than me. I wasn't gonna say, well, I don't give a fuck. She was this chick one time. She was around Meek and them all the time. You know what I'm saying? This was like 2016, I think. She like, man, I'm finna go around him and O'Malley, his homie at the time. Like, she like, I'm finna tell him, you know, niggas, I'm finna bring your name up, tell him fuck with you, show me your shit. And she hit me later on, like pissed off, like, man, they act like they ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, they ain't, like they know who you is and shit already too. So I'm just thinking like, damn, maybe it's Dirk fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Dirk, like, you know, some people, they loyalty lying. Hey, you fuck with dude? Like, yeah, but I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, man, that's all they did. I don't go fuck with him then. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that some niggas operate that way. So that was my best guess, so that's probably what it was, you know. Dirk had artists even diss me before, you know, in the past. And this shit like that. So like I said, it was 2014, and you got certain things like Dirk, not the same Dirk he was 2014, 2024. So a lot of shit. Like I said, if it ain't shit it's not a threat on my fucking life, it's like, Let a motherfucker be. They probably mature over time. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully.
And what I was telling you earlier, Dirk is finally getting to that point where he really wants to be dreaming.
Facts.
At least this time.
Yeah. So so just seeing the growth, man, is dope. Period. But that's basically it.
Yeah, for sure. And this is something that I can learn from, not just from me, but for bloggers overall. I've been told by another artist who I interviewed recently, a few months ago, that sometimes I can post a lot about them or whatever the case, but if something tragically was to happen to them, it could be my fault because I don't put up this much stuff about them, and it was a whole lot of negative that was surrounding it. Then me putting shit up, it can fall back on me because I'm the one that's putting it out there.
Right.
But as far as me, of course there was a little debate about it, but this is basically saying sometimes bloggers can cause an artist to die, basically.